What is going on, everybody? How you doing and how you be? It is Friday, May 9th. It's payday, and that's what we're here for. This is Puck U. Thank you very much for joining us today. I'm Mike Burns. Me and Les Victorie are going to go around, take a look at the games last night, take a look ahead to the games tonight, give you what we see, our reactions, the whole nine, free picks out the ass. Les, how we doing today, brother?
Good day, sir. It is Friday. It is payday again. Last night was payday too again, though, Birdsy. We had a really nice night. VIP, made some money again. Washington Capitals taking care of business. Crushed it. Plus 140 all day. We're not scared to take dog bets in the VIP. Fuck that. The under, which we kind of leaned on in the episode yesterday, also made the VIP card. That was an easy cash, which we kind of expected. The bacon parlay was another winner. $1,000 winner, pays $14.95 with Eichel over 2.5 shots and McDavid over 2.5 shots. That OT definitely helped us there. But I'm a little bitter because what could have been a $10,000 night in profit ended up only being a $3,000 night because Jack Eichel got fucking walked. And the Vegas Golden Knights ended up dropping 2 games at home in the Fortress at T-Mobile Rink last night to the Edmonton Oilers, which was our big bet of the night. So unfortunately, that one didn't cash. But hey, man, green is green. You can't complain when you have a winning night. I still think we played it right. I think there's a little bit of politics in this game. We'll get into that in a minute there. But all in all, I think we're seeing the puck really well right now, almost as good as Aiden Hill, maybe better, because the only thing he's seeing is it go by him.
Miserable fucking effort from that guy. I mean, we talked about it yesterday. You wanted Butch Cassidy to fucking go and give him the yoink and throw Schmid in. And I mean, those were just fucking ugly goals, dude. You can't give up those fucking goals in the playoffs. Like, come on, bro. Throw a guy a fucking bone, right? You know?
Just make the saves you're supposed to.
So
okay? When you look at the overtime goal, no chance. No chance. Beautiful play. Great play by Nuge to get it out. McDavid undresses, breaks every bone in fucking Eichel's ankles, and then gives it to probably the guy you want to give it to put it in the net. Draisaitl gets it done. Who else? Of course. But fuck me, man. Like, you gotta make some better saves. Yeah, and I told you yesterday on this that Schmidt should have started this game. And I get, we're at home. Do we really want to give that? Who gives a fuck? This guy isn't getting it done for you. If Schmidt doesn't start next game 3, I don't know. I don't know. I quit. I'm done with this because if it's broken, do you keep going back to it? No, you don't. You fucking try something else. And if that breaks, well, then you come up with another solution. You can't keep going back and beating the dead horse. Edmonton is a good example of that. It's so easy to give a goalie a long leash because, well, they got us here in the all season. He's got a great record against, fuck that. He's not playing well. Don't give him that opportunity. You had your chance. You fucking blew it.
I mean, they do it with forward and defensemen all the time, right? Like, you got a bad game, you're sitting the next fucking game. Like it is what it is. And I understand, like, goaltending's a different fucking position here, but like at the same time, man, like, you trying to win this fucking game or not? And I don't know, man. It was just fucking.
The problem with goaltending is, you're right. It is a different position. And here's the thing. Confidence is a big thing with goaltending. And when you don't have it, what do you do as a goalie? Well, I'll tell you what you do. The minute you don't have it, you start sinking into your net. You're not challenging. You're not getting out of the blue paint. You're not cutting down angles because you're scared. You're a little nervous. You're on edge. You might be a little too tense, handcuffed a little bit, versus you'll look at a guy like Thompson right now. He is so silky smooth. Everything about him looks relaxed. This is a guy playing with confidence. He feels good about his game. And Frederick Anderson, two good goalies going head. It's great to see. It's boring hockey to watch because you don't see lots of goals, sure, but it's good to see. I don't know, man. Is going to Edmonton going to be the last of the Vegas Knights?
They may not be coming home, man. I don't have a ton of confidence in my Stanley Cup prediction right now. It just, yeah.
Oh my God.
I know I'm the worst. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, man, it's easy to look at fucking Aiden Hill and be like, oh, this fucking asshole's ruining everything. It's not just him, man. I mean, there's a ton of fucking turnovers.
Yeah. It's
turnover central. There was 16 last night, and I'm pretty sure every single one of them led to a chance. The only real bright spot in Vegas right now is their power play. Their 5-on-5 play is a major fucking issue. So they have a lot. If they're not getting fucking bag skated before this fucking game 3, then Cassie's got to get fucking let go. Like, everything has to get fucking changed in this one.
When your best player is Victor Olofsson, it's reflection time.
They need a hard look in this mirror.
Jack Eichel had 3 assists. Yep, sure, but there's so much more to his game that wasn't good. The turnovers, there's just a lot going on there. Honestly, you need good goaltending if you want to win a Stanley Cup. It's plain and simple.
But that's why this was supposed to be a fucking lock on this series, right? Because Edmonton had their fucking goaltending struggles, right? Skinner, get the fuck out of here. Pickard, get in. We'll see how you can play. He's played good enough. But Hill on the other side has just been fucking dog shit. Let's call it how it is. Fucking shit. The guy's a sieve.
Yeah.
So now you're going to go to fucking Edmonton because it's so easy to play in fucking Edmonton, right? Down 0-2.
Oh, yeah. Those guys suck at home.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. And also, too, NYC brought this up. Mark Stone was part of the parlay yesterday. 2 apples, no shots on goal. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, buddy.
Good captain. That's your captain. El Capitan.
Thanks, dipshit. So,
and you had 32 shots. You didn't have a chance to get the puck to the net.
Like
you're on the power play. You guys scored 2 power play goals. You didn't shoot.
Passing ass motherfucker.
Is this one of those situations where they're just getting too cute?
I will say those power plays, they did look adorable, man. They were moving they were moving the puck around. Olofsson was in there in a Dorofeev's spot. A couple 1-Ts, boom. So it did look good, but it's just a 5-on-5, dude. 5-on-5 is garbage. I don't know. We'll see. They got a fucking task ahead of them, brother. I don't know about game 3 heading back to Edmonton. I don't know what the line is on that, but
-130 for Edmonton, actually, which is a little surprising.
I thought that'd be too fucking low.
I thought it would be like more of a 150, to be honest. I mean,
yeah, I agree.
We'll see how the money moves in over the next 24 hours, and maybe that'll help decide us an edge or not, or we stay away, or if we're ready to be hurt again, or fucking who knows, right?
Well, the early game last night, we kind of touched on it. Caps bounced back. We were asking these questions yesterday. What's going to happen here? Is Carolina just going to be all gas and have 1,000 shots on goal again? Is the power play going to get stifled again? Keep that penalty kill streak rolling. But Caps woke up. This was a good fucking hockey game. It wasn't the most exciting hockey game, but this was. I like the Caps effort, obviously, to get the 3-1 victory. You want to talk about some snake bit shit, though, right? Like we were talking yesterday, and I was dogging the Hurricanes about how they can't put the puck in the net, but they have, 5,700 shots per game. I didn't realize this, but these motherfuckers have hit 14 posts this postseason.
Really?
14 dings off the fucking post. You're that close.
And it still doesn't even count as a shot.
Right.
So you had 14 shots out of their total.
Which fucked us last night, right? Because we talked about it on the show yesterday about Logan Thompson, right? Like, oh, you got to take his shots over. Got to take his shots over. So the night before, his shot total was at 26.5. I saw it. I'm like, oh, Carolina's going to bring the heat. I jumped on it. Talked about it yesterday. It went up to 27.5.
Oh, is that what it was? I stayed away because I felt like Washington was going to make some better adjustments. And not that they wouldn't get a lot less shots, but I didn't see them peppering 35 again. What was it? I think it was 1 over, wasn't it? Or 1 under?
Logan Thompson made 27 saves on 28 shots.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
That's when Vegas gets it right, and they get the line and it lands 1 over, 1 under. And so, all right, that was a coin flip. And, you beat me on that one. But you know what? Believe it or not, we've actually run into that quite a few times. And everybody knows I love playing goalie props. And I don't know how many wins that we've made on that over half a shot, that one extra shot to get us to the promised land. So it makes it difficult taking shot props. I mean, unless the line really doesn't, the line's got to really make sense for you to take that save prop. But they're fun to take. I really like them because you could be betting on the team to beat your shot prop goalie, so you're wanting them to win, but like also make a lot of saves against you. So it's fun when you're doing that because you're kind of cheering for both teams at the same time. And we've done really well with goaltender props. I didn't like anything last night. We'll see what we have tonight. We might have one on the VIP card, but we will see.
All right, guys, we're going to preview tonight's games. But before we do, make sure you all smash that like button, turn notifications on. We are live here Monday through Friday at 2 p.m.-ish, right around there. All right, let's get right to it. Right, this game just doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense. 7 o'clock puck drop, Amarant Bank Arena in sunny-ass Sunrise, Florida.
Are you going?
Huh?
Are you going?
No, not tonight. I'm looking at game 4.
All right.
So, Leafs have a commanding 2-0 lead, putting the Panthers in a desperation spot. Right? Can't go down 0-3. It's impossible. Can't happen, right? So, we kind of alluded to it. We talked about it yesterday, and we're going to talk about it in more detail today, right? Like, let's look at what's going on here as far as the lines, right? Let me just open this shit up to have some accurate numbers. All right. Right now, as we stand, Florida is a -240 on the money line. The over is favored at 5.5 and -130. Okay. So they're expecting some goals, right? And our man Bob has not been fucking great, right? Woll has outplayed him. So they're -240 on the money line. The over is favored. Panthers on the puck line, -1.5 is plus money. So they think goals are going to get scored. They know the Panthers are going to fucking win, right? Like they have like a -240 fucking money line. That's a huge fucking number. They know the Panthers are going to win, but they know the Panthers are only going to win by 1. That's a pretty fucking slim margin, man. So like, what the fuck is going on? How do you interpret this shit?
So, and this is good to see because we can learn a lot from this as sports handicappers. So let's just for fun. All right. Today in baseball, the Detroit Tigers are a -270 to win on the money line because Schoolball's pitching, of course. The -1.5, the spread is at -115. That kind of makes sense.
Yep. Because
you're buying a run. You have to win by 2 to get it. Now, in this game, we're talking about almost a similar line, -240, but better than even money at the spread, which is confusing because, minus 240, you'll never see a minus 240 bet on my card, on my VIP card. You will never see that. That's not how I roll. Any donkey can go throw money on a fucking minus 240 and hope it hits. But it's confusing because, like you said, it's like they're going to win, but not by a lot. Well, if that's the case, this is a fucking smash spot at Toronto plus 1.5. I mean, Toronto doesn't have great success in Florida. They don't win there a lot. It's often by a goal or two more. So that might have a little bit of a factor in it too. But I think it's more of the political side of things, right? Are you going to open up the Toronto Sun newspaper tomorrow and see Toronto up 3-0 against defending champs? That's really fucking hard to do. And that's not something anybody had on their fucking bingo card, I'll tell you that, including myself. Even though I have the Leafs going to the Cup final, just saying. But they losing to Colorado, who doesn't matter. But it's an interesting spot. So, I mean, I'm looking at the sharp bettors and the money isn't really moving anywhere because I feel like a lot of people are kind of scratching their head. The line doesn't make sense to bet on Florida, but it doesn't make sense to bet on the puck line either. So unless you're playing the over-under, which, Bob hasn't been good.
Nope.
Wool has, but the over-under in the last 10 games is 5-5. So is there an edge in this game on money line, puck lines, and over-unders? Not really. To me, this is, it's a coin flip. I like Toronto at plus 1.5 because they have all the momentum. They have everything to gain in this game, and if they continue playing like they are, if Tanev keeps doing what he's doing, blocking shots and just being a fucking
pucks, dude,
just a brute back there, and Toronto's getting in-depth points throughout the lineup. Pacioretty scoring every fucking game. What's going on in Toronto? Matthews has been doing his thing quietly. He's not scoring 2-3 a game like we see time and time again, but the Leafs are getting it done. But it's a tough spot to bet on just because of the line, and often the line will influence us to lean one way or the other. So we might have to dig a little deeper in this game if we want to see some value. Maybe team totals, maybe some player props if we think that the high scoring is going to continue. So it's a tough one to cap.
Listen, the Panthers are in 100% of desperation spot, right? Like they have to fucking pull out a W. They're coming back home. But I mean, we talked about Bob's fucking struggles. I mean, Bob's let up 9 fucking goals in these first 2 games. And it's not like Toronto is really that raucous of a fucking crowd, right? They talk about the yacht club in the lower bowl and shit like that. It doesn't get that loud. I mean, but Bob's got to fucking step up here.
Yeah,
Bob's got to step up. But that's I feel like this line is saying like, hey, Bob will fucking step up, right? Because he's supposed to, but he's not supposed to have an 8.76 save percentage to begin with.
No.
So how confident are you that Bob's coming home and getting a fucking Swedish massage and now he's going to come out and stand on his fucking head?
I don't think. I mean, it's possible because when he's cold, but when he gets hot, he can get hot and he can stay hot for a while. But he hasn't been really all postseason outside of his one shutout in, I think it was game 3 against Tampa. They won 2-0. Yeah. But he had 19 shots, like it wasn't a miraculous effort. So it's tough to know which Bob is going to show up. You got to think that because he's back home, that he's going to play a little bit better.
Take a walk on the beach, clear his head, get back out there.
Yeah, whatever. Maybe, what's the, have you looked at his save total rate recently?
It's, I think NYC threw it out there in the chat. It's low. It's 21.5.
Yeah, 21.5. Now, it seems to always be around that. You ever notice that with Bob? It's either between 21 and 23.5, never more. And it's kind of interesting because when Toronto goes to Florida, the under only cashed once out of their last 4 times. So you got to think Toronto's going to not lay off the gas here. And I could see the Leafs getting 25 shots on net and scoring 2 or 3, which cashes. And I could also see this game going to overtime, which helps the save prop total.
It's funny. Everybody in the chat's like, "Oh, I'm in, I'm off, I'm on, I'm in, I'm out, staying away, I'm all in, all over the place." I mean, this is gonna be fucking really weird, right? Because I mean, in games 1 and 2, obviously Florida is down, but they have outchanced the shit out of the Leafs, right? Game 1, they outchanced them 32-16. Game 2, outchanced them 31-11. And in game 2, it's like every time the Panthers scored, and it's like, all right, boys, we got the momentum. Let's go. Let's put our fucking, foot on their necks. What happens? Toronto comes back almost immediately and fucking goes back and scores again. Right? Mitch Marner has the C&I shot from the fucking corner, just ding off the post. And so it's like, Toronto's had all the fucking puck luck here. Does that just switch because we switch arenas? I don't know.
I don't think, okay, sure, there is such a thing as puck luck, but Toronto is doing the little things better. Plain and simple. They're doing the little things better. They're executing better. They're winning more battles. They're maintaining and keeping up with Florida's physical play. I don't see how we don't play the over on this one, because Bob being Bob right now, until it's like us taking Vegas last night. Well, Aiden Hill's going to bounce back. Well, he didn't.
No.
What do they say? If a rock is falling, get out of the way. Right? You're not going to push the rock back up. So, until things turn, trends are what we have as cappers. We have trends, we have statistics, we have analogies, we have analysts. That's all we have. So if Bob is giving up 3+ goals a game, this is an over spot. This may not be a money line spot. It might not be the puck line spot. I don't mind Toronto +1.5, just because I think this is a different look of the team. And Wool's fresh. You got a fresh goalie, and he's good. He's good. His numbers aren't sparkling in Florida.
But they haven't needed to be.
He didn't need to be. He's getting the run support, which helps. You're not losing 2-1 games. You can't look at your goalie if you lose 2-1. So it's a tough spot. It's a tough game to cap, but we'll see what we look at. And we might end up playing this game tonight on the VIP card. We'll see.
So who is it? Randy's got an interesting question here, right? And I mean, I don't see how you don't go after this, but Randy says, if we're assuming Florida's going to win this game, right? And obviously at -240, that's not a strong assumption there, right? What about parlaying Florida money line with the Toronto +2.5?
See, that's the shit I'm talking about. You got to think outside of the box when the lines don't make sense. I don't mind that at all. A 3-1 Florida win, you're making plus money. And everybody is suggesting that is likely going to happen. So, you know what? Not a terrible bet. Randy, I think you should play that. And I might even tail it, because that is thinking outside the box. And I genuinely respect people that go outside the box to find some value. Doesn't mean it's going to win, but I like where your head's at.
Attaboy, Randy. Way to be. All right. Ash in the chat wants to know, guys, why are we knocking the Leafs so hard? Right? They proved themselves 2 games in a row. Leafs know they're coming to the rink, that they have lost more than they've won. It's the fucking playoffs.
Okay, first of all, nobody's knocking the Leafs. I just fucking went off for the last 10 minutes saying how great the Leafs have been. And if you listen to any of the other fucking podcasts over the last 2 weeks, I'm all on the Leafs. I think they're doing exceptionally well. They're everything. So first of all, I'm not knocking the Leafs. He is, but whatever. He's him. Yeah, and
I'm
I agree
knocking the
with
Leafs
you.
because it's a better story to knock the Leafs, right? I'm not the fucking handicapper here.
Of course, there needs to be an antagonist to every fucking side. You're like the Ron McLean of the Don Cherry coach's corner back in the day. But I do, I don't see any reason why the over and +1.5 Leafs is a bad play. Or take one out of Randy's books and go fucking Toronto +4.5 and the over 2.5, and you'll still probably get -160. So not a terrible bet.
Ash sees this thing going to overtime. I think we're just going to see a hell of a fucking hockey game. Honestly, man. I think we're going to, you got to look at the guys who have got you here. You got to look at the guys who are hot. Will they stay hot? I mean, nobody's been hotter than fucking Willie Styles. He's got 13 points in the playoffs, 6 goals, 7 assists. How you not, keep an eye on him with some player props. I mean, you got Sam Bennett, the menace, knocking guys' heads off very gently. He's averaging 3.36 shots on goal per game.
And then being stretchered off 20 minutes after you play another 10. Fuck.
Killed him.
Anyway.
Damn near killed the guy.
Yeah.
And then you got to look at the ultimate rat, man. You got to keep an eye on Brad Marchand. It's plus money for over a point. He's had a point in 4 straight playoff games. Loves playing against Toronto. I think we highlighted his streak. I saw it on the broadcast the other night too. I mean, I think he's the 4th highest point per. How do I word this? The 4th highest points against Toronto in the playoffs in Toronto history, right? So the guy loves it. And his fucking line is buzzing, dude. What is it? It's Lundell and Listerinen.
Yeah, that's it. And which we all thought it was going to be the Bennett.
Well, I think we wanted to see that, right? Because we wanted the ultimate rat line. We wanted Kachuk out there with Bennett and Marchand just mucking it up, getting fucking dirtier. But I mean, there's no reason to switch that fucking line. It's almost like the Panthers just have to do exactly what they're doing, keep the puck out of their own net, and just focus on their fucking game.
Yep.
But I mean, it's easier fucking said than done, right? I think at the end of the day, it's all got to come down on Bob. It's got to come on the defensive core. Ekblad's got to play fucking meaner, right? And you got to fucking, the Leafs are supposed to be this soft team, right? And the Cats are supposed to be this dirty fucking team. I think they need to get dirty. They need to own that reputation that everybody thinks.
There definitely hasn't been enough scrums, enough physicality in this series. And I think a lot of the viewers are a little bit let down. I mean, I personally think that Florida's a lot more hurt than they're leading on. I still think Kachuk is still hurt. He hasn't.
There you go, Alex.
Yeah, somebody. Oh, he just. Yeah. I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, we don't know, and we won't know until Toronto eliminates them in 5, and then we get the injury report that everybody has broken this, broken that, and it's like, oh well, that kind of makes sense why they're not throwing the body when he's got a separated shoulder or whatever. So it's annoying because we want to see that, but we don't really know what's going on behind closed doors. So, we'll see how this unfolds tonight.
Interesting shit, man. All right, moving to the game number 2. We got Dallas in Winnipeg, 9:30 puck drop. We'll see how long the Panthers game goes. They always push the puck drops back. So right now, Stars hold a 3-1 lead. Right? You want to ask, all right, so how did the Stars get here? Right? It's 3 fucking words. Mikko, maybe 5 words. Mikko fucking ran in. I nail it? 5? This guy, ish, right?
Ish. I'll take the over.
Hat tricks, back. Game 7 Hattie. Game 1 Hattie, natural Hattie in the second period. He's got 8 goals and 15 points. I mean, this guy's playing out of his fucking mind. Right? Must-win spot for Winnipeg. Right? You don't want to go back down to fucking Dallas down 0-2. Right? Ask the Panthers how they feel right now. So, do the Jets have what it takes to shut down Mikko?
I mean, we did have Dallas winning Well, we didn't actually put it in the VIP, but I had Dallas winning game 1, which we won. And Mikko's kind of just come out of nowhere. Like he was so
very quiet
quiet
at the beginning of the season. Yeah. Or series.
Well, not only the series, but even the last 15 games of the season, even the first few games of the Colorado series, and then all of a sudden he just flips a switch and just turns into Wayne Gretzky. Like, is it sustainable? I don't think so. Like, are the Jets not giving him enough respect? Like, what sure, he's logging lots of ice time, so he's getting a lot of looks, but back-to-back hat tricks? I think that's the first time that's happened in like 50 years or something.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Something crazy. So I mean, I tip my cap to him. He's a great player. He's a fucking bull, and the guy can score. So and the nice thing for him is Hellebuck still isn't very fucking good. He isn't very good. And you would think that eventually it would just get better. He has only had one game this postseason with a plus 900 save percentage. How the fuck are they even in the second round?
Miracle.
You know what I mean, though? Like, the numbers don't add up. And sure, it's sports. The game's played on the ice. Yeah, sure, whatever. This isn't sustainable long term. You're not going to win games with a sub 900 save percentage. You're not going to win the Stanley Cup. Simple as that. And not only is he not doing it, he doesn't look good either. Like, he just looks like he's fucking in his own head or fighting the puck every shot.
Flopping around, flailing all over the place. It just doesn't look like, listen, he's supposed to be this goalie of, a position goalie, right? He likes to stay deep in his crease, follow the play, right? Cover the holes. But he's all over the place, man. He's flailing around, which is not what you see in the regular season. So who was it? I think Alex was saying he's still fighting deep, and absolutely.
Yeah. You know what, though? And we talked about this off air just a few minutes ago. When you start struggling as a goalie for several games, you lose confidence in your crease. You don't feel comfortable. And what that does is typically when you see a shot coming from outside or up high or far away, what do you want to do? You want to get out of the blue paint and cut the angle down. He's playing deep. You don't see him really challenging these shots that often. And you look at a lot of these goals are clean shots that are going in.
Yep.
He's like 6'6". Get the fuck out of your crease. Like, I'm no goalie coach and I didn't play goalie, but holy man, you don't need to be a fucking astrophysicist to figure this out. You're bigger when you're out. Get out. If I'm the Dallas Stars, okay, guys, get traffic. Fucking everything goes to the net.
Yep.
Because he hasn't been able to make saves. Everything goes to the net. And I think we see more of that tonight. I think we see Dallas get the puck more. And if Winnipeg doesn't control this game, they're going to be in a world of trouble because this Dallas Star team is playing to win.
And they're getting healthier. They have a lot of big guys coming back. And I don't know. I haven't looked at the story. I'm not sure what Winnipeg's health is. Do you have an idea?
Scheifele played last game. He had 7
amazing.
Shots on net.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, how hurt is he? But shots don't mean everything either. Like I don't know the quality of them, where they came from. I don't remember. But I think Winnipeg is hurting. But who isn't hurting at this time of year? If you're not fucking in the ice bath every day and in a sauna and doing deep tissue massage and heat therapy and laser therapy and all that shit this time of the year, it's because you're golfing. It's because you're golfing. You're with the Toronto Maple, with the Montreal Canadiens and the New Jersey Devils, and you're swinging the clubs together, which is fine. So I don't even accept that anymore in the playoffs. Like, I wonder how hurt they are. They're all hurt.
They're all fucking hurt.
They're all fucking hurt. It's who can grind it out the best. And that's why hockey is winning the Stanley Cup is the hardest trophy in the world to win, because you're the most broken athlete will win the trophy. And if you're not, then you're not playing.
Yeah.
Well, I want to play. Yeah. Well, I'm a shoulder separated. Okay. Well, I won't take clappers, but I'm still going to find a way to play.
Yep. I'll be in front of the net.
And that's the difference between hockey players and everybody else, the NBA and the Major League Baseball. Oh, he left the game with a sore hamstring. What? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I personally have played with separated shoulders. I had a brace on to the point where I couldn't lift my elbow past, my shoulder so it wouldn't dislocate again. I played fucking 2 series like that, and then we ended up losing in the semis. But like you think I'm gonna sit out because my shoulder's separate? No. Hockey players are just built different, and when it comes to the playoffs, everybody is fucking hurt. So the question is mind over matter. Who can put the pain aside and get the job done?
So, I mean, this kind of comes back to like the mentality of it, right? Like coming back to, I don't mean to keep harping on it, right? But Hellebuyck, right? You have to be mentally fucking strong. And he hasn't. He's fighting these demons. So, who is it? Alex, you're all over the place today, brother. Love it. He's saying Dallas team total is only at 2.5.
Yep.
Drop that hammer, brother. Drop it down twice on Sunday until Hellebuyck shows me that he really does, maintain that 201 goals against that he did all season. How do you fucking not?
My only issue is with that, and I don't mind the bet. I don't love it. I don't mind it. I can see this series tightening up a little bit and the unders becoming more significant. So if you're leaning on the under, it's tough to take team totals. And I haven't fully committed to believing in the unders in this series yet, but you
feel like they're coming.
You know who nobody has talked about is Jake Ottinger. Nobody's talking about him. Everyone's talking
because you said he's the most overrated goalie in the league. So everyone was like,
say that. I said he is overrated, but he's doing his job. And I have no problem admitting that I was wrong. This guy is playing unbelievable right now. And he's doing it quietly. He's not making headlines. Nobody's talking about him. He's just going and getting the job done. And he's still giving up a couple goals a game or more, but he's doing enough to make his team win. And the 4 lines in front of him believe in him. And he knows that. So that makes his job easier to go in and, get hit by that little black thing that's frozen and coming at his head at 100 miles an hour. So it's, you got to give him credit because he isn't getting any credit right now. And I mean, I get it. Rantanen's the big highlight. And first of all, why are we not just putting Rantanen on the scorecard every fucking night until the cup is raised?
Absolutely.
Well, even when it does burn you, you should almost double it the next time because this guy's not getting held off the score sheet that often. So it was a good game 1. I thought I was happy with it. It wasn't a snooze fest, but I'm kind of leaning more towards the under. I still believe that Hellebuyck is just going to fucking get it done, and I don't know why. I feel that way. He's supposed to. He was supposed to do it a while ago, and he hasn't. Sure, he was a lot better in Game 7 in the third period and the overtime. I thought he stood on his head for that period, but he hasn't strung together a game where he's played like that. I mean, it's the playoffs. It's a lot harder to do, but I don't know, man. I'm leaning the under a little bit.
Well, let me ask you a question here, right? And that may allow me to co-sign this with you as well. What is the story? I haven't seen an update. What's the story with Josh Morrissey and Logan Stanley?
They're not telling us nothing. Day to day. That's
Logan Stanley is a monster of a fucking man on that Winnipeg blue line. Yeah. And obviously Josh Morrissey can fucking put the puck in the net, and he's a world-class defenseman. So Dallas is looking healthier. Robertson's going to have – this is game 2 for him. Heiskanen's not ready. Not sure when he's going to be, he's been practicing. He's all over the place, but we'll see where he actually gets to go. So, I mean, Winnipeg's a lot more banged up than Dallas is. But does this come back to the old adage, right? Like, they're in Winnipeg tonight. You don't want to go down 0-2 coming into Dallas. Is this going to be the best effort that we see by Winnipeg? Or are they going to flip the ice and Otter's just going to shut the door here?
So back to the under, and this might answer your question. The under is cashed 9 times in a row, head-to-head when these two teams play. 9 times in a row. And now we're talking playoffs. We're talking almost a must-win. And I don't like saying that too early in the series, but it's basically a must-win for Winnipeg, because just like the Golden Knights, you don't want to go on the road down 0-2. Not that it's a big deal. It has happened before, but we talked about it all year so far, that the win percentage drops to like 14% when you go down 0-2, right?
Yep.
So, the numbers don't lie. And I think this is a 100% must win for Winnipeg. They're going to have to be better. Hellebuck's going to have to step up and be a fucking leader. This is a veteran guy that needs to go put on his big boy pants and get it done. I think he does tonight. That's my prediction. I think Hellebuck's going to have the best game of the playoffs so far tonight.
Which will be the best game of his playoff life, because he's just been dog shit the entire fucking time.
Yeah, he only needs to be like 905, and I'm right. So
it's a low bar to set.
Yeah, but it's winning. You win, you win. You're right. So, well, let's hope what happens here.
All right. So there's the preview of both the games tonight. Let's get to best bets of everything that we talked about. What are we liking the bestest here?
So we did crush the best bet yesterday. We had, what was it? The team total?
Yep.
Carolina team total under 3.5. Really liked it. So our analysis of that Washington game yesterday was fucking spot on. Washington adjustments, better goaltending, lower shots given up. Everything checked all the boxes. We had 2 of those games on the VIP card, both of them winning with the under and the money line on Washington, which brings me to the best bet tonight. And you know what? If it's not broken, don't fix it. Brad Marchand over 0.5 point at home. If the line is right and Florida wins 3-1, 4-1, like the experts in Vegas that create these lines suggest, Brad Marchand is probably going to be a part of the reason. He's had Toronto's number his entire fucking career. We all know that. And I think that's a good spot to be.
Little plus money best bet. Marchand over 0.5 point. What do I have that at right now? Plus 105. Even money. All right. Moving to the DGen spot here. 4-leg parlay. I kicked it off yesterday. Mark Stone didn't get a goddamn shot on goal. Son of a bitch. You got to kick us off today. Where are we going here?
We're going to go back to Florida. And we're going to, it's funny. The Wool line isn't out yet, which is kind of weird considering it's almost 3:00 on game day. So I don't know why. It's kind of annoying me because I keep going back to checking to see what it is.
You talking about saves?
Yeah.
I got his over under at 27.5 right now.
20 cents. Oh, that's what. Okay, you do have it. Okay, so
yep.
my sports book doesn't have it up yet. So 27.5 is too many.
It's a big number.
It's too many. I figured it was going to be like 25. So 27.5, that's too many. I don't see Toronto letting Florida just walk all over and peppering them with 31, 32 shots and maybe scoring 2 or 3. So I want to take the under there. I think that's too much.
All right, so that's Joseph Wool under 27.5, right?
Yes.
Wool under 27.5 shots on goal. Or saves.
Saves.
Yep. All right, now the second fucking leg here. right? What is it going to fucking be, dude? I kind of just want to go full fucking DGen and put Toronto on the money line just because it's such a juicy fucking number.
Oh, man, what would that pay? Combo all that together.
I mean, they're plus 180 right now.
You trying to take next week off or something? Like, oh, fuck, you all right?
I'm trying to live, brother, trying to live. But I can't do that, right? Just can't have it. So with everything that we said in this Toronto-Florida game, I'm going to take Toronto plus 1.5 at minus 130 here.
I don't mind that.
Plus 1.5. I don't know if you guys are playing along at home, but if somebody can give me some odds at the end of this to see exactly where we're at here, that'd be pretty cool. All right, last leg, the best leg.
Mikko Rantanen over 2.5 shots. Easy. It's easy. I mean, he scored 3 goals last game and the game before. Fuck, that cash is just on goals.
Just on goals alone.
Or, you know what, even get even worse and add over 2.5 goals tonight. See if he goes for the 3-peat. Man, you want to talk about retiring early? That would be the parlay that fucking sends you there.
All right, I'll change mine back to Toronto money line, and then we'll get plus 67,000 going on here. All right, my last leg. I think Winnipeg wakes up a bit. I think they give Dallas everything that they can handle. You like Hellebuck responding in this. I like to go with Old Faithful. I like Mark Scheifele over 0.5 point for the last leg. So we got the Moose, Mikko Rantanen, over 2.5 SOGs. Joseph Woll, under 27.5 saves. Toronto, plus 1.5 on the old puck line. And my man's Mark Scheifele, over 0.5 point for our 4-leg D-Gen parlay. Alex says it's plus 828 on Hard Rock.
Sheesh. Might be
Thank
taking
you.
Might be taking the wife the Red Lobster if this baby cashes.
Oh, everybody's got Dorothy Mantooth is getting a lobster fucking dinner and a call back if this sucker hits. Let's fucking go, baby.
Why not?
All right. That'll do us for us over here today. This is Puck U. Thanks for watching. Les, closing words, sir?
Hey, you know what? We've had a fucking sparkling season, including postseason so far, up over $17,000 in profit just this postseason alone. We are seeing the ice well, even when we're wrong in the long scheme of things, we're always right. So head on over to the Telegram and get the rest of the season for $100. It's the best $100 you're going to spend. You're going to get every single bet I make, underdog bets, parlays, max bets, 100-star cherry picker bets, there's one coming. I've been looking at a couple of games down the road, and they're
Monsters are brewing.
Tough spot in the playoffs. We're 1-for-1 on Monsters so far in the postseason this year. Going to probably be getting that again soon. So that'll be in there. Lots going on. Get over to the Telegram. Korean baseball. We had a max bet winner this morning. Another card to be getting in on. It's cheap right now. If you want the early bird pricing of $2.99 for the entire season, hit me up on Instagram and I will send you the link direct myself to hook you up so you can start waking up with winners. That is it for me. I got work to do. I got to get this card out to the VIP, and let's make some fucking money tonight, buddy.
Thanks for joining us, guys. You got to be in it to win it. We're in it. Come on board. Let's get it going. Make sure you get your ass over to ylose.com. That's a letter Y, LOSE.com. Check out everything that we got going on, from the Godfather himself, J.A. Cavalier, to Coach Rick, the Shark Prop Master, Punchy on Combat, and Neil Mack, the best soccer handicapper this side of the Mississippi. We'll see y'all guys tomorrow. Brad Marchand with Bobby, plus 200 in my book. Not bad, Bobo. Not bad. All right, guys, we'll catch y'all back on Monday. Enjoy the hockey weekend, and we'll see you then. Take care.
Cut my life in